Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions,
You want to come on the show? You want to come on? Do you want to come on then? Do you want to come on? Do you want to come on? You want to come on? If anyone wants to come on, do you want to come on?
Yes. I didn't.
Breaking news!
Breaking news. We're actually here and we're totally not late. We're
at all.
on time. I scheduled it for 4:55 and we're here at 4:55. We didn't have someone, DL, our good friend DL, hanging out waiting for us this whole time. Sorry guys, sorry DL. We had a little bit of a technical difficulties for a minute there, but what's up everyone? Welcome to Macho Madness episode 4. I'm a little thrown off right now. It's been a little bit of a weird morning, so forgive me if I'm a little bit thrown off right now. But hope everyone's having a good day. Remember to smash the like button, share up the stream, smash the notification bell, and make sure to give Max some love whenever he's going live and stuff. Much love to Max.
Hi,
we
Max.
wouldn't be here without him. So I miss you, man. I'll try to be on more streams more often because I do miss talking with you. And DL, of course, and everyone else in the community. But first off, we got Mwamba. I don't know how to say that. I'm too high.
DT.
Please do review on Project Justice League. To be honest, me personally, I'm not a big fan of motion comics. So just in general, it's nothing to do with the fact that it's a Justice League or anything. It's just motion comics in general. I'm just not a big fan of that format.
No.
I did watch the motion comic. It's good. It's good.
I heard good things about it.
Yeah.
I know, Ashley, like, what is going on? I know.
The point of this stream is to not be like Max and be late.
What's up, Axel? What's up, Ibrahim Khan? We got Brian, my guy.
Brian. The master
I like
of
Strange
everything.
New Worlds.
Too tight, Ashley.
I do. Oh, stop it.
I do like Strange New Worlds, but I think seeing Anson Mount in Multiverse of Madness, see his head explode.
Whoa! Spoilers.
The highlight. Oh yeah. Well, no, it's been out for a week. Anyone watching?
Been out for a week. If you haven't seen it, it's your loss.
Yeah. Ashley, Brian, Roga, you. I'm pretty sure everyone watching right now has seen the movie. If you're not watching a movie Madness and Entertainment channel and you haven't seen the newest movies
of Madness,
and you're watching the show, come on. Okay, but I am sorry if I spoiled it for people. I do feel kind of bad now.
We're off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, rough start today. But all right, there's a few things I want to get to talk about today. We're going to keep it short and sweet because I do have some things I got to do. God damn it. I'm so sorry, Axel. I'm so sorry. Caden. He's spoiled. What's up, Caden? How you doing, man? Seen it 4 times. I have only seen it once.
Whoa.
But I have not seen it in theaters.
Ashley is into the Multiverse of Madness. I like it.
She loves it. I've seen it twice.
I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
At first, I'll be honest. Before we get into it, I was really, really kind of pissed off because I got so much shit spoiled for me.
Part of it was my fault.
A few days ahead.
I admit it.
And so at one point, I was like, I don't even want to see it anymore. I honestly don't even care. And so I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to watch the whole movie. So I just watched all of the spoilers on YouTube. I watched pretty much all the fight scenes and the deaths and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm watching this shit on YouTube. Might as well just watch it. So we watched it.
Not to mention, I had been watching all of this stuff on YouTube. So he would go on my YouTube like in the mornings to play music. And first thing he'd see is death of. Yeah, so it was,
What's up, Eddie?
Oh,
what you doing, man?
My God. Can we just take a second here? Can we just look at that fro? Look at that fro.
Look at that.
Very epic fro.
That thing is it's It's a person of its own. Let me ask you, do you control the fro or does the fro control you?
It's like a symbiotic relationship. So, like, you know, I could probably turn into like a hairy superhero or something.
Are you a
Very
Fro?
superhero.
Are you a Fro?
No, that's
He's
not my
grown up.
species.
Fronem. It's Venom.
Trying to
Fronem.
make a pun.
He's
But
a Super
no,
Saiyan.
I think the first topic we'll get to. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the testimony and what's been going on with the Depp versus Heard case and stuff like that. But I've been watching every hour like a madman, and I've been losing my mind. And I'm so grateful they've had a week off, and they're like, we're done until May 16th, and then we'll get to the cross, and then we have 2 weeks left, and we're done. But no, Amber Heard got on the stand this week and gave the performance of a lifetime. Well, at least she
I
tried
want
to.
to call it that.
She tried to give a performance of a lifetime. And I'll say this, I'll start off by saying this as well. I'll be honest, my mind has already been kind of made up about where I stand in the situation. I'm on Johnny's side. I kind of side with Johnny, but I'm the type of person where I like to get the other side no matter what I feel. I want to get all the context, all the details from every side. You know, I want every deposition and testimony in my head, so I know what's going on, and I get a clear picture of what happened and stuff like that, and how to make a clear decision of what's going on, stuff like that. But I will be honest, I try to give her the benefit of the doubt when the first day she testified, and it didn't take long for me to start laughing and just wonder what the fuck was going on. The entirety of this week, okay, or last week was insane. Okay, there was a lot of weird shit going on in those clips, those videos. But no, there's a lot of stuff that she went into. But I think it just goes to show, all right, the fucking denial. All right, the denial, the psychologist that they brought in, okay, to give her witness whatever, okay, the denial of the other psychologist that Johnny or whoever hired to do whatever she did with Amber Heard and diagnose her with all these multiple personality disorders and stuff like that, totally dismayed all of that, all of her credibility while she's in the fucking room, which was really kind of funny.
Savage.
But then these past few days, she's proving every single thing that psychologist testified to about her mood swings, about her flowery language when she's upset, about her over exaggeration and all this other shit. So I just think it's very funny and kind of very fascinating watching this play out and knowing what we know from that psychologist and stuff like that. And regardless, I just think it's really funny too of how that testimony ended too. Amber's witness, her psychologist, it ended with, I pretty much assumed and ruled out that Johnny was, being physically and aggressively verbally abused, and it ended. So I think that was a great way to just say, fuck you. You just fucked yourself.
I think it's just funny too. Amber continues to constantly, on a consistent basis, contradict herself and change her story and add things and take away. And all of a sudden she was naked, and then she was clothed, and then she was on the floor, and then Johnny was on top of her on the bed.
Give her story straight.
It's all over the place. And I thought it was funny, that you have that video from the UK deposition where she gets all mad and she's like, I don't know what part of my body touched his. I don't know what I did. Anything could have, and I did anything anyone would have done to save their sister, blah, blah, blah. And then here in the US, she gives her testimony. She's got a very, very specific remembrance of what she did and how she touched him and all this other stuff. And it's just, she's constantly contradicting herself. I mean, I honestly want to feel bad for her because of what she's saying, all the horrible, Yeah. There's and let me tell you something. I'm surprised she didn't say it was the alpaca.
I just love. There's already a remix of this
Oh
quote.
my
You know,
God.
it's amazing. If you haven't seen it, I implore you look it up. It's a
Please
remix.
don't.
It's beautiful.
Oh dear Lord.
I've listened to it 20 times.
Sweet God. But yeah, no, her story's just all over the place, and dear God, Caden, I will find you,
You will die.
and I will kill you. But that is a quote from Caden.
I just love how Johnny, calls it a grumpy. It's like I picked
Yeah.
up grumpy.
Or no, he tells him he's like she tried to tell me those were the dogs, and I've picked up their fun before, and that was not the dogs.
I just love Johnny's voice. But no, overall, yeah, she can't keep her fucking story straight. She's this cross examination is going to be the most interesting thing of all.
She's going to get torn apart.
Her story is going to fall apart inch by inch, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful disaster, and I guarantee you right now, I'm betting everyone watching, everyone on the panel right now, she's going to display aggression towards during cross-examination. I guarantee you she's not going to be able to contain herself. She's going to get irritated. She's not going to know what to say. She's going to fumble on her story and her words. She's going to get irritated and she's going to snap. I guarantee you at least once, and it might not be a big thing. I'm making it out like it's going to be a big thing, but I don't think it will.
She's going to flip the chair over in the table and she's going to tell him, "You're out of order."
I think it'll be very, very subtle, but in a way that it'll be called out by the judge.
I hope someone checks that she didn't take cocaine before doing it, because you guys saw that when she took the thing, and I'm like, did she really just?
She said,
I did, but I think she was, because I don't know. I just think that's a bit of a stretch. Excuse me.
Yes,
I think that's a bit of a stretch, to be honest, but it's possible. But I also think that she was just trying to fake like she's like sniffling, like.
Yeah, I mean, she's a terrible actor.
I don't know. She is. I do agree. She is mentally unstable, and
Unstable,
I will say,
for sure,
as interesting as and as entertaining as it is, I will say I've looked at him a few times during her testimony. I'm like, this is just sad. It's just very, very sad to watch someone so delusional and just so obsessed with falsities and just nothing. You can tell, like, none of this sounds true at all. It just sounds so fucking full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what can you believe when she keeps changing the story every time? Like, she sounds like insane.
Well, that and like, how can I believe anything she's saying after I've heard all of these witnesses, that have been around them 24/7 every single day, that have separated them from fighting because of her, and that have testified that she's always been the aggressor in the situations. Johnny's always tried to get out of it, and try to, that's always his way of doing things, I guess. But no, I don't know. I've talked my ear off about, your guys' ear off about this. What are your guys' thoughts about the whole Amber Heard Depp situation?
So, I haven't been watching a lot of it.
You haven't heard, DL?
Huh?
You haven't heard, DL?
You haven't heard?
Boom. Ting! That needs to be a drop.
Thank you.
Find it. But yeah, man. So, like, geez, man. It's just gotten to a point where it's just hard for me to watch. I have been, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like,
yeah, it is.
I don't know why this case isn't over already. It's just like she is losing her mind, giving this testimony. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand how this was drawn out as long as it has been. When this is over, I don't know.
You know what's funny too is I'm forgetting the exact time. Is his team has used like 31 hours, and they've used at least 34 hours, and they have, I think they said 24
left,
or yeah, they have 24 hours left of their time for the court. And the judge said if they're in the middle of a witness, they'll cut them off. And
She'll shut it down.
You're done when you're done. So you know what? I was telling Austin about this because I was kind of honestly getting kind of anxious because when she was confirmed to get on the stand last week, I was kind of like, all right,
Let's go.
It's not going to happen right away because Johnny still has some witnesses and stuff that they're going to get through, some depositions and stuff like that. So it took 2 days, but when they finally got there, I was like, the less time that she has, the better. So the more time that he's taken up the past few weeks, the better for him because she has less time to present her case.
Yeah.
And they've used up way more time. And they've only done, mind you, they've only done 2 days of direct examination. And they've used up almost all of their time.
Yeah.
And they accomplished nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, they haven't done. You're right. They haven't done much of anything to change the public perception. And that's why she fired her PR team. She should. She is female. But
no, don't give her that credit.
No, I think it's obvious Johnny's at fault.
Yes.
He did it. Just that.
No, yeah.
I mean, at this point, whatever.
Hey, Darcy.
Whatever comes up about Johnny, like I don't even think it matters at this point because, like I said, Amber and her team haven't done anything to prove their case at all. If anything, it just made themselves look worse.
No, they have, and this is an interesting comment, Ibrahim. Because I honestly think he will. Because the only thing the jury is there to decide, right, is if this
article specifically,
this op-ed would defame Johnny Depp and affected his career, affected his affected him in a negative way that was intentional. And I think Johnny's witnesses, his financial team, his people that worked with him, and all that stuff and all those realms have testified that, this has affected his career. This has affected him getting jobs.
Yeah.
This has affected him getting, a place in Hollywood that he doesn't really have anymore because of all this and because of that op-ed.
Yeah.
And because of the allegations in general. And so exactly, I think she just found him on the street. She opened up the yellow pages and just said, fuck it, I'm just going to find anyone I can find. Because they are terrible. I agree, Ashley. Her team is horrible.
And I'll be honest too. They have a very nice judge because the older lady on her team likes to argue a lot with the judge when they object, and she sustains the objection. She likes to argue, and so she's gotten lucky. I'm surprised she hasn't gotten held in contempt of court, to be honest.
I've noticed too, she'll ask the question like, what if anything did you see? And then someone will object and she'll repeat, what if anything?
Yeah.
Like, what are you saying? Are you just speaking gibberish? Like, are you losing your mind, woman? Holy Jesus Christ. I just love watching her team fall apart. It's so funny.
Yeah, part of it's funny, and then part of it's just like it's just giving me a headache of how stupid these people are, bro.
Oh my god, I don't know, Eddie. You've been quiet, my guy. What are your thoughts on all this?
What does the Fro have to say, Eddie?
What's Eddie got to say? I'm interested.
Nothing.
Like, I haven't really been following this, to be honest. Only some clips and some comments about Amber looking like a fool and all that stuff. Very two-sided against her, but like I said, nobody's really believing her anyway. But I don't know. It is what it is. It's definitely in Johnny's favor, but like I said, we already heard all that leaked audio between the two, even before the trial, which was like, yeah, she's already fucked. Just wait until something eventually happens. Right now, people are saying she's a psycho, she's a psychopath, and she's doing crack during the trial, even though I think that was something else. But
yeah, I don't know.
I said, I mean, even one of her witnesses was like vaping during the fucking thing when they showed him in the monitor. I was like, what the hell? But
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, her own lawyers are objecting their own questions. Like, I don't even know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what's going on. She's firing her PR team. Like, I guess, like I said, it's I think it's over. But if people are I want to say having fun, but at the same time, people are having fun with this. Like they're having a field day, especially people covering
Yeah,
it. But it's like, well, it's kind of sad because like
it is sad.
Nobody wanted this to happen, but it's like since Donnie has been demonized, it's because of her that he can't find work. That they fired him from Fantastic Beasts or Pirates of the Caribbean. He's definitely not coming back to that either since they're doing a reboot, and because of him, I think,
Yeah,
because of what they've been hearing about him.
which really bums me
Other
out.
stuff too.
I mean, we rewatched all the movies. I mean, I skipped the first one because I'm not a big fan of it, but we
The
watched
first
all
one's
the
the best
movies.
one.
No, Dead Man's Chest is. Come on.
The second one is good, but it's not as good as the first movie.
I do like the first one a lot, but I've seen it so many times that I was like, I kind of want to just watch the second one and third one. And I wasn't sure if I was going to watch the fourth and fifth because I only saw them once. I didn't remember them, and the fifth one was not that good. But there's some scenes in that movie that was pretty decent. The Stranger Tides is better in my opinion.
It's a toss up for me, to be honest.
At World's End is probably honestly it's so long, but it's so nostalgic for me. That movie is just so good. I just love that movie so much.
I don't
It-
understand
it's
these
something-
Pirates fans.
I know. I just love it so much. It's my bias. I grew up with it, and it was one of those movies like I watched thousands and thousands of times and just wore out the DVD. But no, that's something I didn't know. I didn't watch the post-credit scene because there was never a post-credit scene in a Pirates movie before.
Right.
Well, I didn't know that there was one. So when I rewatched it, I think 2 days ago, I watched that and I was like, holy fuck, I need this. I need Davy Jones back immediately. But at the same time, it wouldn't make sense because all the curses in the ocean are lifted and he died. So
That's the thing. Like,
It's Bill Nye. It's
if they're gonna make if they were going to make a continuation from that, like they need to explain that the script needs to be better and Johnny Depp actually needs to try this time. Like,
yeah.
that's my only thing. Like, I want justice for Johnny as much as everyone
Well,
else.
I
But,
think a lot of the problems with the Pirates movies where he just kept having to rewrite a lot of his stuff for the character. Originally, if Johnny Depp didn't get his way with Jack Sparrow, he wouldn't be Jack Sparrow, the Jack Sparrow we know. He'd be a stupid action figure who gets the girl every time.
right. A swashbuckling.
Exactly. He didn't
Yeah.
want that. He didn't want to be that. And so I love the fact that, he got to, but he still got interfered with a lot. But he was in, talks to write Pirate 6. He was going to write the whole movie.
Interesting.
oh wait, oh no, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Which I kind of want to know what he would have done. Like, I don't know what really else is there to do.
I mean, I am. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what else is there to do? Have one
Over
more
decades,
hurrah
too,
with William and Elizabeth and the kids? Like, I
No, don't leave. Well, Keira Knightley won't come back. She said she's done.
I mean,
She was
that's
done a long
fine.
time ago.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I'm fine with that. Believe me. And I'm done with Will Turner. I'm glad he was only in like 2 seconds of the fifth one.
Mm.
But no, let's get to the chat real quick. Hold on, I'm missing a lot of comments. The video game, yes, I love the video game. I remember that. I think
The game was fun. Yeah.
I believe in truth, and I'm also a big fan of justice.
Just why? Why are we bringing this up? Come on, we didn't even talk about DC at all. Come on.
Yes, I heard about that, and I'm very interested, to be honest, in that kind of following Jack Sparrow, because I believe you can't do Pirates of the Caribbean without at least involving Jack Sparrow and his lineage or something. Yeah, it would have been really weird for him to write
Right.
the whole script.
Right. The whole.
But I think, I'm kind of interested to hear what he would have done with it, to be honest, where he would have gone with it.
I'm curious. I guess. I'm
But
curious.
yeah, it probably would have been great. But no, other than that, I think that's, it's going to be interesting seeing her cross-examination with Johnny's team. Her story is going to fall apart. And Camille is the one who's going to be cross-examining her, and she's on fire. She was on their ass the other day. It was so funny. I was watching them, and she objected at least 30 times in 10 minutes. They kept having to approach. It was so funny. I was just like, yes, get on their shit. You want to object to hearsay, to every little tiny thing, compared to what they did to Johnny when he was on the stand, is nothing to what they've done to their team during these 2 days. It's amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts on that. You have any thoughts, DL, Heidi?
Justice for Johnny. That's all.
Hashtag justice for Johnny.
Here, lock this bitch up. I don't want to see her again in the DCU. Like I feel this close to boycotting Aquaman, but I don't want to because I love the franchise. But like, God damn.
I was going to boycott a few things, to be honest, because I had a really strong feeling about this and Ezra and stuff like that. Just but I was watching, and I highly suggest, if you guys have not seen or watched Into the West comics, definitely go check them out. They're a local Vegas channel, and they're super cool. They talk about all the stuff we talked about and stuff like that. But they made a great point about boycotting, and I'm honestly going to start following that. And they basically said, no matter what, don't let someone's shitty actions and their shitty behavior affect something that you might possibly like. Fuck them. Don't let them ruin that for you. And I think that's something that, I don't know. It just really resonated with me, because I was kind of really frustrated at the fact that I was like, I kind of wanted to see The Flash, but I feel guilty going to see it, because I don't feel like he's been held accountable for what he's done. And the same for Amber Heard. And the same goes for a lot of people, not just these two people. Same goes for a lot of people out there that are still in movies and stuff like that I don't feel like should be in movies and should be, I don't know.
Right. I mean, we have to think about the bigger picture. Like, yes, there may be a certain actor or actress that we don't want on the screen, but it's not just about them. It's about the other actors that are in the movie. It's about the filmmakers. It's about the people who worked on the film. Like, we want to support them. We can't just let one person stop us from enjoying something we like,
No, I agree.
That's one thing we have to keep in mind if they want to boycott things,
I agree. And you know what? This is true too. No matter, like I said, I think a few weeks ago, no matter what happens in this case, I'm pretty sure he's going to win. But even if he doesn't win, okay, he did his job. Okay, he did what he wanted to do.
If he doesn't win, I've lost hope in all of humanity. That's
I will too. But no, he did what he wanted to do, regardless if he wins or not. He showed who she is. He showed her true colors. He provided hours and hours of just different types of evidence and testimonies, and just it's a list. And she's provided jagged diddly shit.
Zilch.
So it's pretty
Naughty.
Yeah, he does. And I agree, Silent Scotty. What's up, Silent? How you doing, man? I agree completely. She does need mental health treatment. I don't think, she... I don't know. I don't want this to happen to anyone else either.
No.
I don't want Kevin Spacey. Yeah,
I don't think he'll be on the screen anymore. I think
there was a rumor.
Yeah.
That trying to make a comeback.
Do it. Let it happen. Untainted
do it.
franchise.
Do it.
Like you said, babe, obviously I'm going to see the movie and all that. But look, at this point, I'm a big fan of, like, actions have consequences. I'm not saying he's a terrible person. I'm not saying he should never work in Hollywood again or anything like that. But his behavior in recent past has been, really, really bad. We're talking arrests, charges, all of this other stuff. And if Warner Brothers is going to have a standard of letting go of their actors because they're afraid of cancel culture or because they're afraid of whatever allegations, quote unquote, they may be wrapped up in, for example, Johnny Depp, they need to keep that standard with everyone else, especially if other people get charged. So Ezra gotta go. Amber, sorry, gotta like. For me, it's about keeping that standard that you set and not making it look like there's, where was all the support and help for Johnny or for any of these other guys, that was when they were just allegations. Ezra's been charged. He's been charged. Like, we know he threw a chair into a crowd and hit somebody. We know he acted violent and all of that. Yeah. And on top of it, there are several police reports, which I heard someone say the other night, police reports are not accurate. Look, they may not be factual, but they absolutely detail. They're written for a reason. They're not just there to be there. And it's not like every police officer loves writing that. Like, there's a reason that they're there. So while they may not be completely 100% factual, I think to come out and say that we don't know because of the police report, I think that's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a stretch.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
that's my rant on that. But anyways,
we all have a time to rant on Macho Madness. That's what we're here for. That's what the madness is. Part of the Macho Madness. You get the rants. You get the youngins.
I want a mask. That's it. I've decided.
You want a mask?
I want a Nacho Libre mask.
I do not have one of those.
What are you laughing at, DL? Nacho!
No.
It's gonna be my Halloween costume this year.
Oh boy.
Nacho Libre.
But no, on a lighter topic, I think we'll get to the multiverse of madness.
Yes. More madness.
Why people feel compelled to say that this movie should have been R, which is the most stupidest, one of the most stupidest things I've ever heard on the internet the past week or so. But Eddie hasn't really talked that much, so I'm going to let Eddie start off with what his thoughts of Multiverse of Madison before we get into it. Okay, we're just going to go on full spoiler thoughts. All right, so if you haven't seen Doctor Strange 2, full spoiler warning right now. I'm going to put a banner up just in case anyone coming in has not seen it. So we don't spoil the movie for anyone's, like I spoiled it earlier for Axel, which I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, Axel.
Right there.
Okay. Oh, Max already has it. Thank you, Max. You're a saint. Thank you. He already has it up there.
There we go.
So, all right. So spoilers for Multiverse of Madness. Eddie, spotlight's on you, my friend. What are your thoughts?
Multiverse of Madness was woke. A woman shouldn't be a superhero or a villain or the main character in general. It was very MCU in my opinion. Doctor Strange was a bait and switch movie. Doctor Strange played second fiddle to Wanda, then America Chavez. There's just too many women in this movie to actually be to resonate with. I think they further on when it comes to Phase 5 or Phase 4, whatever. No more women. No Captain Marvel, no Wanda, no Invisible Woman, none of that. She-Hulk. I don't want. I just want straight white males. That's all I want, please.
I agree. As a person of faith, I have to say this movie was pagan. It included a lot of witchcraft and sorcery. I can't get behind this film either.
Yep, and as a black man, there's not enough black people in this movie, and the two black characters get nerfed. I do not appreciate that. I want proper representation in my Marvel films. I cannot support this anymore. Fuck this.
That's the woke kids Macho Madness take on Doctor Strange.
Jesus Christ.
I love it.
You need to turn the first M upside down. It's woke madness entertainment.
No, and I'll address this real quick because I do love Brian, and that's fine. No, I don't expect anyone to take whatever I say or whatever anyone says anything seriously, or you don't have to believe it or not. But believe me, I've had plenty of bad days. I'm very forgiving. I believe Austin as well, and DL and Eddie are as well. But I'm not really getting into my full thoughts on how I feel about the subject because I'm trying to keep it short today. and I'm really kind of off balance, so I'm not trying to really get into everything how I feel about Amber Heard and Ezra Miller and all that shit, because there's some stuff I really want to get into, but I really don't want to because it's just a headache, and I've been talking about it for so much. And I'm kind of with you, Brian. There's so much I can take with the topic where I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to hear it anymore. So I give my quick thoughts on it if there's developments in what's happening in a few weeks. So that's pretty much it. And I haven't talked about Multiverse of Madness. I haven't been on any streams in a few weeks, so I haven't actually talked about this yet. I just watched it last week, so it's just my first time.
Yeah, same. I haven't gotten a chance
talking about the movie, but have a good night, Brian. Much love, man.
Cylon, personally, I dedicated my life to Satan after watching this movie, and this is why the MCU is going down. No, honestly, overall, at the end of the day, I really, really liked the movie. I thought it was a great mixture, of Sam Raimi and the MCU. Obviously, it's not full Sam Raimi, but it's Sam Raimi's movie. And he was able to do a lot of stuff that they haven't done in the MCU before, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed Wanda. I think probably the most. Seeing her go full on as the villain was, I think, really satisfying for me, especially after WandaVision. Just a lot of stuff I liked about the movie. I thought the cameos were well done. There was a couple things I didn't like. I wasn't a fan of the Professor X death, or a couple of other things. But overall, I think it's probably one of the most unique Marvel films in a long time. And I think it shows. It stands out. I really, really liked it. That's my thoughts.
I was filling my bong up with water. That's my bad.
I was seeing while I was talking.
You're feeling a drink?
The whole
Like,
time.
what's going on? But yeah, I'm with you, man. I really, really enjoyed this movie. This might be one of my favorites in the MCU right now.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this way more than the first film, even though I did like the first one. But as I said, with the first movie came out, I'm like, this played it really safe. Like, I hope the next movie's a lot more crazy, and that's exactly what I got. I'm surprised, as I said many times, I'm surprised they even got Sam Raimi to be in the MCU. But not only did they get Sam Raimi, they let him do his thing in this movie. They did not hold him back. Mostly,
Not completely.
not completely, but it's like it just felt like a Sam Raimi movie from start to finish.
Yeah, I did.
I loved all the magic stuff, all the crazy magic stuff, strange fighting monsters, all the horror influences. Man, it felt like the Doctor Strange comic came to life. Wanda, oh my gosh, loved she was full on evil in this movie.
Can I just say one of my favorite lines?
Sure.
When she says to a certain character, "Is their mother alive?" And he says yes, and she goes, "Good. There'll be somebody to take care of your kids." And
I was like, "Holy shit!"
Oh, when she said that, I was like, "Oh, you're not playing. You're okay, cool."
No. I'll do you one better. I won't even say what the scene is when she's like, "What mouth?"
That was savage.
Christ! Oh,
Savage.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, I loved Wanda in this movie. I was waiting for her to be evil because, like, I feel like this is where she was going to end up. I know there's people that are upset that, oh, Wanda's not good. She's not an Avenger. What is this? As someone who knows the character, I've been waiting for her to turn evil since Age of Ultron. And man, she unleashed. Oh my God, I was fucking turned on of how crazy she was in this movie. No, I'm serious. Crazy sexy. That's what I can call her. Crazy sexy. But like, man, she was awesome. Like, I love that. I liked America Chavez. Pretty much everything. Zombie Strange, freaking awesome. But yeah, man, it's really good, really good.
Yeah, no, it was fire. It was. I loved it. Eddie?
Oh boy.
Oh, Eddie.
Eddie is gone.
Oh,
Okay,
there
there he is.
There is.
Yeah, I don't know which one to. I don't know. There's lots of good moments. I don't know. Um, almost all the Wanda scenes are legit cool and all that stuff. Frightening. I guess I don't know. It's hard because like you guys are already talking about those certain scenes with that team that got scraped like instantly. Yeah, I don't know. I can't name one alone.
Oh, John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. Like, how do we not forget that? Bruh, they actually did it.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I just hope he's not the MCU proper Mr. Fantastic.
No, that's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I fucking want. And bring in Emily
I
Blunt.
told you this would happen.
Emily Blunt and Sue Storm. That's what I want.
I told him this would happen. I said I want it to be a one-time, one-off thing, but I knew people are going to be like, "No, we want him."
I want more.
No, overall, I think it was all right. You know, the big thing he was all right. No, but the movie was great. But the big thing I was worried about this movie was I hope it feels like a Sam Raimi movie. I hope it feels like a Doctor Strange sequel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to be too, I want it to be Wanda eccentric, but not too Wanda eccentric and not too, not too multiverse of madness, because I also want it to be a Doctor Strange sequel. So people out there bitching and complaining about how they didn't get all these ridiculous, stupid cameos that would have made this movie a dumpster fire. Okay. You obviously don't care about Doctor Strange. You just want a fucking movie full of cameos. So why don't you just have Cameo the movie? Okay. Why don't you have Marvel? Okay. Bring back every single character that you love. All right. Bring back every dead actor that's dead that won't be ever playing any of these characters again. Put them in a movie and call it Cameo. How about that?
Movie.
People who want all of this shit don't care about these characters and don't want an actual story.
Yeah.
They just want a fucking messy bullshit story that's stuffed with cameos and stuffed with messy writing. And
they think a bunch of cool action sequences is what makes a superhero movie.
If you want all these cameos and shit, like just be patient. Like we're gonna get them throughout these movies. We're not gonna get all of them at once in one movie.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a lot of cool stuff in we got 3 Spider-Men last year, okay? And even I know a lot of people are complaining about John Krasinski as, Reed Richards. But at least we saw an MCU version of Reed Richards, at least the multiverse version.
Right.
I think that's cool enough.
And stuff we talked about after for me was like typical MCU stuff is like characters like Mordo would have been forgotten about, and that storyline would have just kind of been. So to see it not necessarily forgotten about, but to see Mordo back in a meaty role, that's not. It was. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, this was really cool. I did like that.
I thought that was also very cool.
The cape was so fucking cool. I thought I was like, oh shit.
And to know now that those 2 characters can do that,
yes,
that's pretty. Yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty cool.
I will say, I'll admit, the Illuminati thing, I was a bit underwhelmed with some of it, but I'm at least happy that they established the MCU. And this is not like the main. I'm sure we're going to get the Illuminati again. And
let's see what kind of Doctor Strange you are.
I'm like, yeah, Patrick Stewart, always being the smartest one in the room. It's like, if you escape this room, you go find where this Strange kept the book of Ashanti. It's like
right. Yeah.
It's like, if you do,
he's like, whose side are you on? I trust him.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
No, I loved the arc of Wanda though. I think this movie I tweeted the other day. This movie officially established that Wanda is my favorite MCU character now. I'm obsessed with her character. I can't wait to see where it goes next.
It's tragic.
It's so sad and so tragic. But a big thing I was talking to Austin about, and a big thing with writing and stuff with character writing is it's a big thing that people forget when they have a character they've been doing for so long. You don't want to put them through too much, all right? You don't want to put them through too much loss to where it's unbelievable, right? John Wick is an exception, okay? Because he's not going through mental loss, he's going through physical loss. Okay, it's different. And it's an action hero movie. It's not like a deep character development like Scarlet, and Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
John Wick is nothing like the development of Wanda or Scarlet Witch. That's like comparing apples to oranges. It's nothing comparable. No, but I really like that a lot. But overall, I think the movie was really, really good. I love just the horror element of it, and I really hope they keep that and hire Sam Raimi to do as many Marvel movies as you want him to do, I guess.
Well, if it fits with his,
if he wants to do it,
style, if it fits with his style, and if
Let
he
him do
wants to
Ghost
it,
Rider.
he could do Ghost Rider. You know, I wouldn't mind. You know, he could do a pretty good Daredevil movie. I wouldn't mind that. He did Daredevil. That'd be pretty interesting. I think it would be a little corny, but I love that about Sam Raimi. You know, I love the corny
I don't want
lines.
Daredevil to be corny. I don't want that to be corny. No.
I mean, Matt Murdock is a little corny. He's a little corny, but I love
He's
that
a blind lawyer.
I love that about Matt. That's what's great about Matt Murdock. But you know, I don't really have anything else to say about the movie since it's been talked about so much since I haven't been on streams.
Oh wait, weren't we going to debate of why people wanted to be rated R?
Oh, I just think it's kind of stupid that people think it should be rated R. I mean, yeah, there were some pretty violent moments in this
for the MCU,
but at the same time, in retrospect, if I'm looking at the 24 movies that came out before this, there's been pretty violent moments. Thanos getting his head chopped off, people getting stabbed, shot. There's tons of stuff in the MCU that's violent. Like this pushed the boundaries for, because normally like with the Black Bolt, they would pan away from that, but they showed his head deflate,
blow up,
tire.
That was great,
and he just flopped over like a fish. It was amazing. I've seen that.
Carter getting sliced in half with the shield.
That was pretty. That was
cool.
That was for the MCU. That was pretty gruesome. You see the blood actually splatter, and you see blood dripping from the shield.
Mm-hmm. But no, are you remembering that? Are we forgetting that agent? What is it? A U.S. agent decapitated someone with Captain America.
They were setting that up. For sure,
and that wasn't.
See, this is how you know this MCU formula has made people soft, because now they're getting this huge reaction from this movie that's not even that dark and not even that gruesome. I mean, it is gruesome, it is dark, but it's like when people were talking about this movie before I saw it, like I was thinking like it was like really gonna be pushing PG-13, like Marvel really let them do this? Like, is there really gonna be gruesome deaths and like disturbing imagery? Like, they let them go full Evil Dead, and then I watched the movie. I'm like, okay, I mean, yeah, it's dark, but I'm like, he's done a lot worse than this. I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
They haven't seen Evil Dead 2.
Yeah,
they obviously haven't. No,
which is a gore fest. That movie's just a bloody fun gore fest. But no, something I will say too, that scene with Lizzie Olsen acting with other Lizzie Olsen was the best actor on actor performance I've seen in the MCU. Fuck Oscar Isaac in that trash Moon Knight. What? We're gonna get into Moon Knight.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Because before we wrap up, I do want to talk about after this, I do want to talk about the main topic, because we haven't gotten that
there you go.
Covered yet, so we should probably start off with the main topic next time. But then after that, we'll give our final thoughts on the shows that have been pretty much concluded the past few weeks. We got Picard, Moon Knight, Ozark ended last week. My heart's broken, but I will sorely miss that show so much. But it ended on such a high note. But yeah, I think the debate with Doctor Strange and the rating is just stupid.
Like, really, I think I really fear. This is the stuff I'm kind of worried about with the MCU formula, because like they've watered down like the tone. Well, no, I wouldn't say watered down. They've always been this way mostly, but it's like they making these superhero movies so family friendly and safe, to where it's like if they even get the slightest bit edgy, people will react negatively. So which in turn, I'm worried that, people don't react to this as well. We're not going to do this again. We're going to go back to the safeness. And then I'm sure when Love and Thunder comes out, this it's going to get overshadowed. It's going to get overshadowed.
No. I think it will.
Because it's fun and it's silly and that and colors and that's what people want. And like, I gotta hate that, man.
Stupid poo poo jokes.
Yeah.
But not like in like James Gunn. I don't like, because I will say I love James Gunn and his humor, but that sort of humor is where you lose me. Same thing goes for Taika Waititi. Just Taika Waititi in general, you just lose me in general, to be honest. Unless it's What We Do in the Shadows, you don't have my attention. If it's Taika Waititi related.
Taika Waititi makes James Gunn look classy.
Oh, that's not a hot take, but this is just fact.
Yeah, the Batman is 10 times better than Moon Knight.
That's,
Moon Knight,
that's just fact.
that's like
At-
comparing.
Widow Ashley, Love and Thunder
You know-
is not going to be good. It's
You
not.
know that huge pile of dinosaur shit in Jurassic Park that Laura Dern takes a sample out of, right? That's like comparing that's Moon Knight, okay? That's like comparing that to a golden nugget with just magical jewels all over it. Okay, you can't compare it. It's incomparable. But that's pretty much it on Moon Knight. Oh, Eddie had to leave. Go subscribe to Oh My DS22, guys. Sorry, I'm so off today. I just feel so weird. Don't make me come in. Oh God.
Look, I have yet to be convinced that
Melons.
Love and Thunder is going to be good. Like, I'm
What?
sorry, it's no. Now I hope it surprises me. I really hope it surprises me, but I highly doubt it. And I'm going to be mad because this movie is going to overshadow Multiverse of Madness. I know it's going to happen. It come out within 2 months after Multiverse of Madness. Already frustrates me.
That's
So,
right.
like,
It's coming in July. Fuck.
But
God
yeah,
damn it! It's coming out in July.
Just give me that Gore the God Butcher, and I'll be happy.
Gore the God Butcher. Yeah, that might be cool. Give me the Guardians and give me female Thor. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Look, and I don't know what people have against that. I always liked Natalie
interested.
Portman.
Oh God.
I don't have an issue with Natalie Portman. I like Natalie, but she hasn't done movies in a while. I'm looking forward to see her back.
She's back because she hasn't done movies in a while.
Oh, I know that.
That's why.
But still, I haven't seen it.
No, but that's pretty much it about Doctor Strange. I guess we'll get into Moon Knight's garbage, but we'll get to that last because I do want to.
I have some interesting takes on Moon Knight.
We're at 50 minutes. I do want to wrap it up in like the next
10 minutes or so,
20 minutes or so at least, because I do want to head down there. But no, the main topic, I guess, is I didn't really hear much about this, but I guess Bryce Dallas Howard is rumored to direct the Fantastic Four movie. I'm down for that. I think she's a great director. I love seeing her direct Star Wars. She's a 10 times better director than her dad. That's 10 times that's for sure. I can't stand her father. And I just don't like Ron Howard at all. She's the best thing to come out of his sack. Not Solo. But I just think it's going to be very interesting if that's true. Solo's, I don't want to get into it.
All right.
But I don't know. I think I'm down for that, to be honest. I think that would be interesting to see what she would do. I think that's more plausible than John Krasinski, to be honest. Yeah, I think she could do a great job. Or there's also rumors about her playing Sue Storm, which could work too. But I think there's a few other people that I want to see play Sue Storm. I can't name my particular people at the top of my head right now, but there is some people that I do want to see play her. But what do you guys think about her possibly directing Fantastic Four?
So I'll say this, even though I'm pro Krasinski and Blunt, I do trust the MCU when it comes to their casting. So if they end up not getting them and they end up being great, then it's fine. I'm open to whoever they get, but I really do hope they keep Krasinski and hopefully get Blunt. But as far as Bryce Dallas Howard, she even surprised me of how good she is as a director. I didn't even know she directed. Lily coming off of, I do really like her as an actress, but coming off of Jurassic World and stuff like that, this is the last thing I thought I would see from her. But it's she did pretty good with The Mandalorian. She did really good episodes there, but I don't know if that's enough for me to be I would give her Fantastic Four. Judging off of 2 episodes she's done in The Mandalorian, which they're good, but I'm just
and Boba Fett.
Oh, she did direct Boba Fett. I'm sorry. Yes, she did it.
Yeah.
2 episodes of Mandalorian, 1 episode of Boba Fett. While the episode she's done is really good, I don't really have a sense of her style. I don't have a sense of how great she is with with this type of storytelling for
Her
Fantastic
style,
Four.
I get the sense her style is very much a mixture of her father's and Steven Spielberg's.
You think so?
I do get that. Like even just I remember like the episode she directed in season 1. It was that kind of Jurassic Park like episode, right? There's kind of the village and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've just kind of got that sense she does very well with that kind of Spielberg would make movies and there was a sense of wonder and excitement. There was just something to it, and she does bring that to at least what she's done with Star Wars. I don't know if she's the best fit for Marvel though.
Right.
I don't see it. I do think she's a great director, but I think it's obvious her passion and her heart is in Star Wars. She's really good and she loves working with the boys over on Star Wars. I mean, I would be open to something like, I don't need Krasinski to star in the movie, but I think Krasinski would be a better fit to tell the Fantastic Four story.
I think both of them.
But I think but I'm not saying she would be bad either. I think.
Listen,
she
for
could-
me,
yeah.
I think she would do a great job. He could do a great job too.
Yeah, they're both.
But regardless, I don't think you should take risks with Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
No, you're done taking risk. You're
I think
no.
exactly. Done. We don't need to take any more risks with Fantastic Four. I think an experienced director with a good that tone fits with Fantastic Four. Like John Watts, I think was perfect for Fantastic Four, but sadly he'll no longer be doing that, which I'm kind of bummed about because I think he would have been great.
Yeah.
His just tone for Spider-Man, his humor fits very much Fantastic Four.
yeah.
When I think of Fantastic Four, I very much think of like a John Watts-esque,
Right.
That's true. Story. So I think he would have been great, but I think, I don't think you should take risks with Fantastic Four. But we can't tonight because we have my dad's birthday, actually. But anytime you want us to this week, hit us up and we'll gladly come on because I do want to get on some more streams and stuff.
Yeah, I might jump on Ashley.
And we never want to get on stream with you, Ashley. We haven't been
Yes.
on one of
Yeah.
your streams. So.
You can send me the link if you
Absolutely.
want, Ashley, and I might jump on. But okay, so a lot of people in the fandom we're thinking of Brad Bird. What do you guys think about that?
I'm not opposed.
I think he'd be good.
I mean, he did The Incredibles. Now, there you would want to be careful because you don't want him to do something too close in the likeness of The Incredibles, right?
Very true.
But I'm not opposed to him. I think he could make a really. I mean, but I think you made the best point. Is that this movie? It can't just be good. This movie has to be great.
Has to be the best
Fantastic Four is a franchise, again, like we talked about, it's tainted. It has not had a good movie or a super successful film. And at this point, there's no room for error. Like, you need to get somebody that for a fact is going to turn out a great movie, not just an okay movie, not just. I mean, like I said, it's gotta honestly almost blow audiences away. It really does. It has to be on that level. And I think Marvel knows that. I think that's why it's taking them so long to make. I mean, they announced it years ago. So I would hope that they're taking the time and that Feige knows they really cannot mess up this one.
Right.
Like, it's really got to be a big film, but yeah.
Hey, I'm excited about this Abraham Khan. I'm actually really interested to see what he'll do with Kevin Feige's Star Wars. I'm interested to see if that's going to be, knowing Kevin Feige, I think I don't know if they're going to want to do a trilogy.
I don't know, but I will say this
soon, but I think
Get away from the trilogy formula for a while.
I think I wouldn't mind a standalone Star Wars movie. Like that's what I loved about Rogue One. The biggest thing, the biggest pull for me with Rogue One was this is a standalone movie, but it's connected. It's still connected to the universe.
Right. No, and I think with Waldron, just kind of what I've learned is obviously with his writing, he likes a bit of complexity in his writing, more so than some of these other MCU writers. So I'm kind of looking for that. I would love Carey Mulligan as Sue. Carey Mulligan as Sue Storm.
Carey Mulligan.
Take my money.
Love Carey.
I would be all, but
Carey Mulligan. Hold on, I'm about to look
oh,
at.
come on, man, Carey Mulligan.
I don't. I'm not the greatest with it. Oh,
what's
okay.
that movie she did?
Promising
Young Woman.
Phenomenal. Very, very tragic.
It's that's an okay choice.
She's great.
But no, I think it'll be interesting to see Waldron take on the Star Wars universe and to see if he'll breed a sense of, because look, Star Wars has never been super until like maybe some of these newer films, like Last Jedi had a bit of complexity to it, but it's never been like a super, hard thinking, franchise or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. I kind of feel like that's what Waldron will kind of make out of Star Wars is something a little more complex. So
yeah, I think he'll do a great job. Him and Feige.
Yeah, I really like his writing. I agree.
I think they'll do good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think other than that, that's it for the main topic. I'm stuttering on my words, so we're gonna wrap it up with these final thoughts on Moon Knight, Picard,
trash,
and Ozark.
Trash, fire.
Let's get the trash out of the way. So, Moon Knight overall, I will say it's a 4 out of 10 for me. It was just.
Oh, you're being kind.
I don't know. I want to trash the show so much.
You're being sweet,
but I don't want to give it any more of my energy than it deserves. I don't know why it turned into a weird kaiju fight at the end of this. I guess it was cool. I don't know why it was necessary though. It just felt really forced in a 45-minute episode. And I don't know why you keep cutting away. The last episode, you cut away from probably the biggest action sequence of the episode, and you cut away from it and open up with the axe on his head. That was so stupid. I was so angry.
Yeah, that was, oh man. It was like God. What would have been one of the best parts. I mean, I think, and look, I really had to think about it. You gave it what, 4? I'm going low, 2 out of 10. It's one of the worst Marvel things that I've watched. I'm all for character development. I love movies that are slow burns and those types of stories. But when you have, this isn't a movie. Slow burn character. This was 6 hours worth of that, and by episode 3, I was done. I was like, I'm over all of this.
10 minutes of Moon Knight.
That's the problem.
And in the totality of those 6 hours, I maybe got 25 minutes.
No,
and that's being kind. Maybe 20 minutes of Moon Knight. I mean, it was really just. I think they really lost focus of what they wanted this show to be and what they were doing, because as much as they want, it couldn't be both. It couldn't be the level of mental health show that they wanted it to be and be a superhero show. It just doesn't. They didn't blend it well enough for me. So I thought it was really lackluster overall.
And they wanted it to be a mental health message at the same time, which, I mean, I guess they did, but at the same time, it just didn't feel organic. It didn't feel organic at all. It just felt very, very sporadic. The tone was very sporadic. I didn't know what exactly was going on. I didn't know if I should take a moment seriously or not. And then a joke would come with whatever his name is. I forgot. Don't remind me. God damn it! I reminded myself. But no,
Steven.
Steven.
Mr. Knight.
Oh God. But no, I don't know. And I'm going to be honest. I said this, the other stream, I just feel his performance was very phoned in. This whole show.
I didn't feel it was genuine.
I didn't feel it was genuine. And I don't know. This show was just a mess. I very much dislike WandaVision. I'd rather watch WandaVision than the show.
Yeah.
I would rather watch the fucking Dark World than the show.
Yeah.
Okay. DL and Austin and everyone knows who have seen me rant and has seen my 1,000-page list on Eternals and why I hate that movie. I'd rather watch Eternals again. Okay. Seriously.
Yeah, no, it was just not, it wasn't for me, and you know, I see what they were trying to do, but it just didn't hit. And honestly, it's really put a damper in my excitement for the MCU shows. I mean,
Now you have a damper on the show.
I'm not watching Miss Marvel. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
It's not happening. But you know, I don't know. I don't know. It was real disappointing. It was because, again, you had, you know, and even I, as much as I was criticizing and telling people not to believe him, even I had a secret sort of kind of trust in Feige in what he said, you know, oh, we're going to go there, and oh, we're going to do this, and oh, we're going to, and at the end of the day, it was the same. Every serious moment had to be met with some comedic follow-up that was just so, it just takes you out completely, especially when you've been watching these movies for 12 years. So yeah, disappointed, not happy, trash. That's Moon Knight.
So, what did DL think about it?
Trash.
The MCU show hater, man. I hate all these live action shows. Okay, hate is a strong word, but I don't like them.
We all know
I
you
don't go
thought
back to
Hawkeye
watch.
was a masterpiece.
So, you guys might be slightly surprised on my reaction. So I will slightly disagree with you on some stuff. I don't think this show is awful. It's not good, but
He's like, don't get me mistaken now.
this is not a good show. But I thought this was one of the more interesting shows, in my opinion. This is coming from someone who knows very little about the character, so
right.
keep that in mind. I actually liked Oscar Isaac's performance in this show. I actually liked how he played the split personalities. I thought that was genuine because I actually bought that I was watching two different characters. So on that aspect, I thought it was good. The Moon Knight stuff I thought was cool. There's not enough of it, but I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
The stuff with the what was it? The alligator
Amit.
creature,
Yeah,
Amit, and
Tarat and
Kilowatt or whatever.
and Gigawatt and Gigabyte and Megawatt.
with these Transformers more than CGI. But that stuff where it's like they're using humans as hosts, I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. And then the whole thing with I did like mostly how they handled the schizophrenia and split personality disorder in this show up to a point. And then it was kind of interesting how Khonshu, that's his name, right? The giant beak one. Okay, how Khonshu and
Mishu
and Mark was like taking over Steven's body, and how he would black out and he would cause a bunch of carnage and mayhem. I thought, oh, that's really cool. That's really interesting. The problem is, I have no idea how these rules work. I have no idea. I was so confused.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. It felt like the rules were changing every episode. And yeah, I guess I slightly agree with you on the humor is still misplaced. I guess I wasn't as angry about it as other shows because I felt like the other shows they were worse, but it was still a problem here with the humor.
Here's my huge issues. Like, you have a scene, right, where Mark is walking into the Temple of the Gods for the meeting. Stupid Steven in the mirror is, oh, it's the Temple of the Gods. This is awesome, man. I'm like, oh my god, dude, can we just have a moment
Well,
Like,
that stuff I felt like.
Pyramid of Giza.
bro,
Well, yeah. Well, that type of stuff I felt was natural to, Steven's persona. Like that's the way he would react.
I had it with Steven Dial. Let me tell you something. When Steven died, I was so happy. I was like,
I knew it'd be back
him
next episode.
go.
They didn't believe me.
let him go.
I mean, I'm with you there. I mean, Steven was annoying. I slightly liked him the first 2 or 3 episodes, but then it got worse after that. And then Mr. Knight.
I was done with him by the end of the first episode.
I'm so
'cause
tired.
I like these types. I sometimes like those type of characters. I guess like I find them charming, but it's like this one was annoying. And then Mr. Knight, awful.
I will say,
Awful.
I'm so tired of these fake out bullshit deaths
Right,
in
yeah.
movies and TV shows.
Every
Okay?
single one now.
When you literally it's just so obvious that they're not dead and they're gonna be back in the
Right.
next whatever, the next movie or next episode or whatever. I'm just so tired of these stupid freaking fake outs. It's so annoying. It's so overdone in TV shows. I'm
and
done.
Marvel is the kingpins of fake out dips.
Yeah.
Sick of this
Infinity
shit.
War. Infinity War is one giant fake out.
Yeah, literally. Everyone dies for one movie.
I can't stand it. But
Characters
yeah,
we just brought in the universe one movie ago are now dead, but you know they'll be back.
That was a shock. You're thinking, wow, Black Panther just came
Spider-Man.
out and he's gone. He's gone.
yeah, but then you're like, wait a minute, they just
He
brought
ain't
them into
gone.
the universe, and they're
Yes.
contracted for 5 more movies. So no, they coming back.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So but as I go back to Mr. Knight was annoying. It was stupid. Like I want to see Moon Knight. What? Okay, I don't know the comics. They have Mr. Knight, whatever, in the suit or whatever. That was so freaking weird. Why does he have a suit? Why doesn't
Why
he
does he
have
have
a
a suit?
Why does he have a suit? And then, like, Mark has the Moon Knight outfit. He looks badass with the wrappings and the hood and whatever. And
Why
then
does he have a suit?
Mr. Knight, no, he just gives a nice little like shirt and tie.
And so,
like,
hey, you forgot the batons, man. That's
the
come
fucking
on.
the fucking batons. Why? Why do you give Mr. Knight batons? Moon Knight's freaking flying with the freaking moon with the moon battery. That was badass. But no, you give Mr. Knight some batons. You don't even give him powers. He just fights like a regular guy, right? What's the point?
He's basically the style was like Daredevil, but less bloody.
No,
Hey,
fuck
Walker
that.
Dad, how
And
you
then
doing, man?
Layla, when she gets her form,
Yeah, it could have
she's
been better.
she just has an Egyptian outfit and that's it.
She's Falcon.
What the
Pretty
fuck
much.
is that shit? And then she
She's
has
New Falcon.
wings. Just
Pretty
these are
much.
wings. Like what? And then okay, wait a minute. Okay, so this is another thing. You talked about the kaiju monster fight. Like that was stupid too. Like what the hell? And then nobody noticed this is happening. The same thing with Eternals. All this stuff didn't happen. All this happened in Eternals, and nobody knows this is happening. And then you had freaking what's the beak thing?
Conchu.
Conchu. Like what
The
was he
conch.
doing? Yeah, what was he doing to the sky with the purple stuff?
He's the god of the night sky.
So he had to
Interesting.
like alter the sky into neon purple so they can figure out the location of that place. And does anybody react to that going on? Like the sky?
Yeah, no, everybody in the
neon?
MCU world
blind.
must literally think the apocalypse is happening every single day. Like every single day you wake up if you live in the MCU world and you're like, this is it.
There must be a
becoming
Men in Black,
comical at
like
this
Agents
point.
of Shield people out there. I don't know.
It still will clean it up.
Erection memories, yeah.
Like it's becoming comical at this point. How much like
Massive stuff happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're just supposed to believe that everyone else in the universe that's established just doesn't do anything or doesn't care
Just chilling.
or doesn't notice it's happening. Like it's just, and it got me for a second because what I really liked about the show was that there were no references to the MCU at all. It stood on its own. And as far as the events going on, I felt, okay, this seems like closed it enough where, it won't set off like major events with the other Avengers. But then the final the final 2 episodes when all this crazy shit happens. Like, oh god damn it, now you lost your mind. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, it was way over the top, and it's just like I said. I feel like they lost focus making that show. They really did. It got incredibly messy, and it was a real disappointment, to be honest, because it was the one show that I thought, oh man, this looks different.
Like, if any show was going to be close to getting it right, it should have been Moon Knight.
It should have been this one.
It should have been it. Now I'm fucking done with these shows, man.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that Miss
I've been
Marvel's going to be good. Don't tell me She-Hulk's going to be good. Don't tell me any of these other shows are going to be good, because to this day,
She-Hulk's gonna be a laughable mess.
it's going to be trash, and that's what's going to make me the most angry, because like She-Hulk is a really good character. But
the one thing I can't, I'm petrified. I'm terrified. I'm scarified. I'm all these words, okay, that I just made up. The last word I made. But no, when they touch Daredevil, when they eventually get to that, I am trembling in my boots.
I told you.
Jesus Christ.
I warned you.
I am petrified.
No, that's pretty much all my energy for Moon Knight.
Yeah, wait till I do my stream on it. Then I'll go into in-depth anal analysis.
Oh my god.
Analysis.
Because this show is anal.
A dialysis. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Dialysis. I like
We're gonna have a dialysis.
Yeah.
Dialysis.
Man. Need to get their shit together.
Oh, all right. I got two more shows I want to quickly get through, but I have really no more energy for Picard or for any.
I heard it was terrible.
Oh,
I have no more energy.
Dear God,
I'm done.
But I have a lot of energy for Ozark, so I do want to rush through Picard. It started off really good. I will say the first 3 episodes, I was really enjoying it, and I was like, okay. I'm hoping we weren't going to stick in the 21st century the whole season. But of course, we have stupid characters, stupid writing, and stupid decisions that these characters make that end up having them stay in the 21st century the entire season, like I suspected, which was just, it was just a headache. Every episode, right? They get their communicators. They get everything they need to get for the mission or whatever. They get everyone in line, okay? They'd find everyone, okay? They'd be ready to transport on the ship and get everyone back to their timeline. Something happens. They get arrested. They get oh my god. It was endless. It was an endless nightmare. Oh my gosh. But by the end of it, I was really hoping for a really good, strong scene with Q and Picard. And I did feel like that. I did like that scene with Q and Picard. I did, he Mon Capitan, he gave him that last line and sent him off to his timeline with a gift, of course, which was weird. But the way the season ended was kind of odd. The Will Wheaton cameo. I'm not a big TNG guy. I've seen a lot of the episodes. I just love Picard and the main characters in general.
Shut up.
But Wesley, shut up, Wesley. Seeing Will Wheaton again was so weird. It was so weird.
Has a full-on traveler.
But I am very kind of concerned about the next season with the whole cast coming back and with this level of writing and production with the show. And I don't know what the hell that ending scene was at the end of this season, that weird CGI model of Picard's mansion. It was DL, when you please let me know when you watch the finale, because holy shit, the ending shot of the season made me burst out laughing. It was so bad. It was laughable. But also at the same time, it really this show made me sad, okay? It made me really sad because I had hope for this season. Last season, I did like the first season a lot, actually. It was actually pretty decent. The way it ended, I was like, eh. But, definitely the first season's better. This season was just a mess. But on top of that, right after that, I was so excited to watch Strange New Worlds, and I loved it. I really enjoyed Strange New Worlds. I'm glad, I won't say they haven't leaned far away from it, but I'm glad they're just choosing to highlight more of what Gene Roddenberry envisioned for Star Trek when he created it. I just love the First Contact lesson. Like, they gave this population technology and stuff. Like, it was just a really cool episode, and I loved seeing that. That's what I love about Star Trek. It reminded me why I love Star Trek. And I really enjoyed it. Although I am kind of getting, some of the dialogue and some of the acting is kind of very iffy, but I'm kind of expecting that in these Star Trek shows and stuff like that.
Y'all are making me worried about modern Star Trek, man. Oh man, I'm gonna make my way through all of Star Trek at some point and talk about all of them. But like, yeah, I don't know how to feel when we get to the modern stuff, man, because I just keep hearing up and down, up and down.
I'm taking it for what it is, to be honest. I'd rather have this than no Trek, to be honest. At the same time,
yes, but it's like,
but I wish it was better.
Exactly, like in Star Trek, as far as like the lore and the world building and stuff like that, it should be in a better state than it should. Like, I don't want to step on people's toes, but like this should be on the same level as Star Wars right now. As far as the quality, but it's like, I'm gonna keep going back to this motherfucker. You bring people like Alex Kurtzman around, he's gonna kill your franchise, man. Like, that's the one thing that was keeping me apprehensive about modern Trek. It's like I know people saying there's good things about it, and I like the J.J. Abrams movies, but it's like, as long as you're keeping Alex Kurtzman as head of the franchise, like it's gonna go downhill, man. Like, I'm surprised he is still there.
I think so.
I would have been even more shocked if he actually made a great Picard finale. Like, I would have been even more shocked, but I was expecting it. That was the sad thing. Yeah. I was expecting it. Fuck Alex Kurtzman, bruh. I can't stand this motherfucker. How is he getting work? How is he getting work? I don't understand.
It's hard. It's kind of hard, Well, I wouldn't say in general, but just for me personally, I'm not going to generalize all Star Trek fans, but just for me personally, it's kind of difficult to be a Star Trek fan right now. I'll always, not Star Trek in general, I'm talking like new Trek. Like, I'll always love the old stuff, and so I do like Strange New Worlds a lot, and I'm looking forward to where it goes.
Right, and I'm glad everyone's really enjoying it and saying it's going back to like what people loved about it. But I'm also worried that it's going to go downhill because Alex Kurtzman is still there.
It doesn't take long, and it doesn't take
one episode to
go downhill.
Yeah.
No, it takes an opening. That's all it takes.
It takes an opening. Oh God.
But no, I think that's pretty much it about Picard. It's I don't really know.
It's so disappointing too. It's like, because this might be the last time that Patrick Stewart is going to play the character, and you don't give him a proper send off.
Yeah, I'm really hoping season 3 is really, really, really good. Mm-hmm. But that being said, I do want to talk about Ozark, and I will say the series finale was not perfect in my opinion, but I think it was a great way to end that show. And to end the character arc of the birds. I'm not going to go into spoilers about Ozark because I know it's one of those. It's not like a movie.
Yeah, people take their time with it.
It's one of those things where it's 4 seasons long. It's holy shit.
One of the best shows ever.
It's probably one of the best shows ever made in the past 5 years. It's the best show that I've seen since Breaking Bad. To be honest, and that Better Call Saul are. Just, man, I'm so glad and I'm so sad that they're ending because I want them not to ruin a good thing. I don't want them to go too long and ruin a good thing. So I think 4 seasons for Ozark was perfect. 6 seasons for Better Call Saul, perfect. But no, I think the series finale was great, and I just think overall Ozark in general is a phenomenal show. And if you need something to watch to kind of cleanse your palate of the superhero stuff, or just drama, or Ozark is drama, I guess. But if you want intense thriller and just very, very interesting character development throughout every episode, it's very much worth it. So I implore anyone who hasn't seen it to go watch it. Ashley, just wait till when That's what we should talk about. Whenever you're done, let us know, and we should set up a stream and talk about Ozark and stuff.
And when we come on, we'll talk Better Call Saul.
Yes.
Better Call Saul too, for sure.
There is one more episode before the mid-season finale, and then we get a month off, which I'm dreading.
I've really gotten into Barry.
Facts.
Last
Yes.
couple weeks. I love Barry. I think that's a really it's just a good kind of, like you said, palate cleanser. It's dark, it's funny, it's serious. Henry Winkler is phenomenal. I'm trying to think what else we've been watching, but no, Ozark is great. I love.
We just.
Oh my gosh! As I just now we're all caught up to watching them on Sunday nights when they come out. So that's awesome.
And I do agree with this too. As much as I love Breaking Bad, and I can watch that show thousands of times and never get tired of it, there's just something I love more about Better Call Saul. I love the slow burn. I love the slow burn, but when it gets intense, when shit gets real in Better Call Saul, it's getting real, and the heat gets turned up really fast, and that's what's great about Vince Gilligan. I love Vince Gilligan. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he does outside of Breaking Bad. Mm-hmm. He's been so caught up with this. He did El Camino. I don't think he's done really anything.
It's his baby.
Breaking Bad's his baby.
That universe.
And they did talk about a Gus Fring spinoff, which I'd be down for. I'm down for all the Breaking Bad as long as it keeps going. I don't care what it is. As long as Vince Gilligan, Peter Gould, and I'm sure whoever's attached to it that isn't them will be great choices for whoever takes on the mantle for whatever they do next. Yes, we definitely need to talk about that. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we got you.
Barry's so good.
We got
I heard such great things about it, and I was just
also
putting it off for the longest time, but
so good. And I do want to watch Severance because I keep hearing good things. But also the Kardashians on Hulu, fire show.
I still can't believe you.
All the drama is there. Listen, all right. There was just some great stuff with Ray J. Kanye met Ray J at the airport. It was good stuff. But yeah, check out the Kardashians on Hulu. That's better than any of the Marvel shows that were out.
Better Call Saul and Kardashians are two of the best shows.
Best shows out.
And I'll repeat it for people who didn't hear me 2 weeks ago. The Kardashians is better than Moon Knight.
Oh, 100%.
Say that.
100%.
100%.
But yes.
I might watch you put that Ray J and Kanye confrontation. I want to see what that.
Man, this show is just getting into some real dirty shit that they're not used to showing on the old show.
Yeah.
They're really getting to their
to the nitty gritty
stuff. Nitty gritty.
I love it.
Nitty gritty titties. There you go.
Very nice.
I don't know. It rhymed. It works.
I wish I watched more shows. I'm just sitting here listening to you guys geek out. I'm like, man, I wish I had a show right now that I geek out.
We try to have.
There's so many shows, DL. I can't keep up.
Halo's tonight.
Halo's still going.
Halo's still going.
I need to catch up.
Last week, holy God.
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't care about Kwan.
Killer.
I don't care.
Killer.
Holy shit.
And her arc.
An hour of my life.
What?
Gone.
She's the main character, ain't she?
No.
She had her own episode.
Master Chief is the main character.
Is she? Because from what I'm seeing,
I guess not. You're right.
He's the supporting character of Quan.
Yeah, you're right.
Pretty much.
You're right. You're right.
It's a joke. It's all a joke. No, but
women. Halo getting woke.
Woke low. There you go.
Woke low.
But no, I don't know. There's so many shows that are ending this year. Peaky Blinders already ended. I gotta watch the final season of Peaky Blinders. Better Call Saul's ending. Ozark ended. Grace and Frankie ended. There's so many shows that are ending this year. It's just making me so sad.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good stuff that's coming out too. I am interested in but finishing Outer Range. I think that's a very interesting show that people should check out with Josh Brolin. Other than that, I mean, there's not really much I want to talk about. I think the Westworld season 4 trailer came out the other day, which I'm really interested in.
Hayden Pattier's returning for Scream 6.
Yes, I do want to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Kirby, remember Kirby, DL?
Kirby.
She was in Scream 4, and she was kind of like she had short
Oh, is that her
hair.
name? I forgot her name.
Yeah, her name was Kirby.
Okay. I'm like, really? They call her Kirby? But yeah, yes, I do remember her.
So she was officially announced she's going to come back. I guess we will talk about this too. The last thing we'll talk about, just really quickly, like 5 minutes, because my computer is dying. I really got to get going.
Uh-oh.
But the Avatar trailer released in HD.
Oh, yeah.
It looks beautiful.
Yes.
Fire.
Looks beautiful.
Fire.
Although,
Stunning.
I will say, I need to see more of the story to really feel compelled enough to like be interested in the story. Although I am interested in the visuals and see the technological aspects that James Cameron did with this movie. I'm super interested in that. You know what? As much as I need more to see or know more of the story to really be invested in this movie, I am interested to see where it goes and to see how it follows up with the first movie. So yeah, the trailer looks great. I think it's going to be a banger. I think it's going to make a lot of money. People are going to be happy. So, and I'm glad. As much, I know I kind of took a heel turn on the Avatar thing, but I think something made me a lot happier in my life and made me cheer up and sit next to me.
Huh?
So I'm trying to be a lot more positive on stuff. It's because of this.
Burn it all. Everyone should die.
While I'm trying to be more positive, he's turning into me. So it's beautiful. I love seeing it.
How sweet? Question mark?
Beautiful irony.
But yeah, I saw the Avatar trailer in theaters when I saw Doctor Strange. Obviously, yeah, visually it looks gorgeous. Can't really say anything more that people haven't already said. I do believe the story will be better in this one. If like from the little I'm seeing, I feel like they will try a little bit harder. There's already some stuff in there that got me intrigued, like Jake and Natiri adopting a regular human. That's interesting. And then the humans coming back with their avatar, stuff like that, and then the whole stuff with the tribe with the water. I think that'll be more interesting. I still don't honestly. I still don't expect the story to be amazing, though. I don't think it will be. Like as much as people want it to, I don't think it will.
However, this is the guy that did Terminator 2,
two of the best
and
sequels
Aliens, two of the best sequels.
Right. So it's like, hey, Avatar 2 might be one of the best sequels.
Yeah, I think it'll, no, without a doubt, story-wise, regardless if the story isn't better at all, it'll be bigger and better than the first movie.
Yeah.
And that's something that you should excel to do when you do a sequel.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially to such a critically acclaimed and just beloved movie like Avatar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much wraps it up for the show. I'm sorry if this was kind of a weird show today, guys. I'm kind of thrown off. Just today's been
It's my fault. We relate.
No,
it is my fault. I take it. It was my fault.
Today's just kind of a
It was
weird
my
day. I didn't get any sleep, so I've been up all night playing Fortnite and watching dinosaur movies. So
I woke up today and watching Jurassic Park.
Yes, my brain's kind of scrambled, but yeah, I think other than that, make sure to check out I Am DL's YouTube channel. Give him some support, give him some love, and we'll
get ready for a DL analysis.
Dialysis
of Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. I still am behind.
So many
fun
things.
fact: you get a little peek of how my life is trying to get these videos up. I scheduled a whole bunch of podcasts and streams with one of them with these two gentlemen right here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And everyone got sick. Everyone got sick. Everything that I scheduled for this week, everyone was just getting sick. So I'm just like, okay, great, good, fuck me. But it'll come out when it comes out, I guess.
We got you, DL.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll probably do it this Friday.
We got you.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
No, and check out the Little Big City Studios Network as well, my baby's channel. Go give them some support.
If you like some sports, if you're into sports or sports betting, make sure and check out the our sports show that we have on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And I'm sure we'll do other stuff on there too soon.
Much love, and much love everyone in the chat who watched, and
Yeah.
everyone who's watching.
17 people watching now. Thank you.
17.
Much love.
Yeah, hit the like.
Yeah, hit that like
And
button.
of course, as always, I can't leave him out because I love him so much. But much love to Max, and always support Max. If you're watching this show, make sure you're watching Max and supporting him, and make sure you're smashing his like buttons and getting his likes up too. It's down there, babies.
I'm looking. Yeah, you know what I'm looking
Just
for.
here, I'm gonna go to my brand.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think everyone have a fantastic rest of your day. Much love and appreciation to you all. Make sure to like the stream, share out the stream if you like what you see. Let people know if you think they might be interested in the channel or what we talk about here. And stay tuned in 2 weeks for the next episode of Macho Madness. We'll be talking about all sorts of stuff that's been coming out or that's going to come out.
Be this much closer to Obi-Wan.
That
Oh,
and
yeah,
we're much closer to
Obi-Wan.
the end of the Depp versus her trial. So that'll be very interesting. In 2 weeks, you'll get to hear our thoughts on the cross-examination
Yes.
of Amber Heard, which will be
And
fascinating.
then I'm going to cross-examine Amber Heard live. Shit.
Yes.
Max is very excited about that.
I'm very excited as well. But yeah, much love, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Much love and appreciation. Peace the hell out.